Hello, Gareth here. So, I'm at home. It's a rainy day. It's actually the rainy season in Japan. But in this video, I'm going to show you one of my painting trips that I recently did. And I think you'll find it's quite interesting because you'll see how I went out there looking for a particular scene to paint, which was basically a shrine on top of a hill. And I actually ended up painting something completely different. But I'm quite happy with the result. So here we go. So I'm in this small town. I don't know where it is, but basically I cycled by the river and there's this hill over here that I'm going to go up in a minute. I'll just try and show you. Can you see the gate to it over there? It's difficult to see, but there's a big hill there, and on the top there's a shrine, and I might take the drone up there and try and take some photos of the shrine. But look at this, it looks like you're right in the middle of the countryside, but this is about 15 or 20 minutes ride from my house, and even that would be like good for a painting, don't you think? It's beautiful. Look at that green. It's beautiful green. I remember once I was in a pottery class and this sarcastic guy was laughing at some lad who was talking about how green the grass looked, and he was a very literal, well, it's green, so that's it. Green is just green. Well, no, you do have light green and you have spring green and dark greens. And that green is like beautiful spring green. It's full of life. And you've got some dark greens there in the fir tree and the blue mountain in the distance. I mean, that really could be a nice painting. And there's a lovely feeling around here. It's very peaceful. Up there is a tiny train station. So it's just very, very nice. Oh, we've got a bit of a cactus over there. So I'm going to take my drone up over there and see if I get some nice shots. I might not. It's all a bit of an experiment. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I did a bit of a video by the train line, and now I'm going up the hill, and I'm feeling quite lazy actually. I hope it's not too far to the top. There's a building just up there, but I don't think that's the top. I think there's a slow route which has a nice incline, and then there's this one which is very steep. Then again, no. I think maybe I took the wrong path, but let's go up here. Now, I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and to be honest, in Japan, in the countryside, that's probably a bad idea. The farmers are completely covered, apart from around their faces, but everything else is covered. They even wear like these white towels around their necks, like scarves. Okay, let's keep going. Wow, this is somebody's house. Oh dear. Oh, maybe not. No, I don't think that's somebody's house. Okay, and here we have this lovely gate, whatever you call it. Oh, this is quite nice. It's been a long time since I came here. Wow, I'm so out of shape already. You can hear my laboured breathing, right? So I have to keep holding the camera up, tilt it up to give you a better view. Oh, can you see the hydrangeas over there? They call them ajisai in Japanese, and they're just beginning to come out. So they bloom in the rainy season. Oh, that looks quite beautiful, doesn't it? Yeah, so they're absolutely lovely. Oh, look through here. Oh, lovely. Okay, beautiful colours. I love blue flowers. I think because blue, in a way, it sort of doesn't look natural. I know it is, but it just doesn't seem natural. Yellow, red, orange, but blue. Ah, that's a nice view. Doesn't seem natural to me. So I like it a lot. And it just looks nice. Okay. Oh, this is quite nice. Yeah. It could make a good painting, perhaps. I love that dappled surface on the ground. Oh, and we might get a bit of a view up here. There's the NTT tower or whatever over there. Not sure if you can see that. Okay. Oh wow. There's somebody up here. I can't believe they drove all this way. How did they do that? Yeah. Well, okay. Oh, they're doing some construction work up here. All right. Kind of come on the wrong day then. Oh dear. We'll see what's happening. I'll not give up just yet. Good. Hi. Okay. Look at this. This is pretty nice, right? that could sort of make a good painting, but that's where they burn all the New Year, whatever it is, good luck charms or something. Ooh. Okay, and I think somewhere around the back of here, if memory serves me rightly, there's a place where you can view the scenery, but it looks like I've come the wrong way. So anyway, here you're seeing the back of a Japanese shrine. At least it's not dirty. And let's go up here. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So this is what I wanted to see. Oh, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. We're back in Lord of the Rings. This is Middle Earth. No, I don't think so, sadly. Oh, so there's a river over there. Hope you can see it. I'll try and do zoom. Just a minute. So can you see the bridge? And then there's the river. But I thought I'd be able to get a good view of the sea and the river itself, but it's not how I remembered it. So over there is the steel factory. I'm not sure if you can see that, Shinritetsu. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just wander around and look for a nice scene to paint. But at the moment, I can't really see anything. So, wow, look at all those buildings. It's kind of interesting though, right? Goodness me. Okay. So, let's have a wander and hopefully I'll find something. Okay, so that was interesting, but and I did like the image I got of the what is it, the Buddha on top of the shrine. I guess that's the Buddha. I should know, shouldn't I? But anyway, I was a bit disappointed though, because I thought I'd get a lovely view of the river and all I got was a side view. Maybe I should have looked from some different angles a bit more than I did, but there you go. And I tried to get some nice images of the shrine nestled among the trees, but it's kind of too nestled, if you know what I mean, and it's basically hidden. So that's sometimes one of the problems with trying to paint Japanese shrines or temples. They always think about, I think Japanese people can sometimes be, not always, but sometimes be very, you know, right-angled kind of people. So things have to be really precise, and it has its strong points, but it also has its weak points. And with a shrine, head on, which I personally don't like, is how you're supposed to look at it, I think. Whereas I want to get a view from the side at an angle because I think that looks more interesting. But I don't think when they built them, they were thinking about that. And so it's not easy to get a nice side view. Ooh. So I don't mean to be critical there, just an observation. So that's one of my challenges with painting shrines, and these challenges can actually become opportunities, or these problems I should say. So I'm just going to go down here to this field, which I haven't solved yet, I have to admit, but at some point in the future I might find a way of how to paint those shrines that looks good. And it's probably going to end up being a bit unconventional. Maybe. We will see. But that's a good thing. Oh, look at these, whatever they are. These lanterns or whatever. I don't know what they're called. I should know. They look really pretty, don't they? Yeah. I mean, even something just like that is quite nice. But I'm one of those people who likes a bit more of a spacious feeling, a bit more landscapey. Just to paint that would look a bit like a detail kind of thing, and I'm not really into that kind of thing. Oh, look at that, that looks nice. Yeah, I quite like that. It's very strong, good contrast and interesting shape. So that almost looks like an orchard over there, doesn't it? It looks very pretty. And here we are. Oh, and down there is the train line. So I'm just going to have a think. I like that smoke over there. That looks really pretty, doesn't it? So basically I'm just going to walk down here. Yeah, so the city centre's over there. You might be able to see some little towers. Okay. Got an interesting mint green car coming this way. Let that go past. So over there are the mountains, and that's the direction the river goes in. I love those. For me, that's like my misty mountains. That's my misty mountains over there. I think that's one reason why I'd never be interested in going back to England. I mean, you just can't see anything like that. And look at this weather. How often is it like this in England? Just beautiful. And look at this orchard. I think they look like little orangey things on some of those trees. Looks nice. I'm not having much luck finding something to paint, but I'm enjoying it. I think because I'm old now, I've learned how to, whatever my situation, like find a good painting or not, just to enjoy the experience. Every day counts. I guess you realise because you've got less of them. Oh, look at that lovely fence he's made. That little bamboo fence is probably plastic, but still, it looks quite nice. You've got to make the best of what's there. Okay, can't get that way. Look at that. You might think I'm a bit bonkers, like getting excited about a bit of grass like that, but it's not so usual to see like a grassy area like that in Japan. Oh, we've got some more workmen over here. I'm just thinking about if that would work as an image if I zoomed up, let's have a look. It's interesting, but nah. It's maybe a bad analogy, but if you're going to paint something, maybe it's a bit like shooting birds, which I've never done, so I shouldn't really use that analogy, right? But I imagine like you only shoot when you've got it really in your sights, and the same with painting a picture. You should only really paint a scene if you really feel it's going to be a winner. Oh look, they're checking those barriers, train barriers. So that's it, guys. This is how it used to be in my wilderness years. So I used to, except I'd cycle and cycle for hours and hours into the countryside, and basically end up not finding anything picturesque. I might find the local sewage works or some kind of gravel, whatever factory, what do you call them? Those places, they're everywhere here. But it was quite difficult sometimes to find beautiful scenes. It's nice, it's got a lovely feeling, but I'm just not seeing anything that's going to make a good painting. So I'm going to get on my bike, I'm just going to cycle around a little and see what happens. Okay, I really like this lovely field here. So I think I found my image. So basically you might see this. I went all through these houses and it looked kind of interesting. A kind of mix of ugly and beautiful. Which way? Shall we go this way? Anyway, this is a real strange area. It's very, very interesting. But anyway, I thought if I got an aerial view of the houses around here and the crooked road, and it might be interesting in an abstract kind of way. And I don't think it really was, actually. But it was a couple of houses, well, not a couple, many houses nestled into the side of a hill. And after the hill, when the drone got above the hill, then, well, that's an interesting wall. When the drone got above the hill, I got this amazing view of the mountains, and it just looks so beautiful. Is this the end of the road? Oh, maybe not. Okay, let's go back. So I've got this amazing view of the mountains and the river. And the river, you know, it was serpentine-like, maybe you call it that. It was snaking around, you know, and it looked so beautiful. And you got these bridges going across it that looked very interesting. And when I saw that, I thought, maybe I can paint that. And lower down, there was this beautiful green colour. And it just went up into these misty mountains. Already I've got the vision in my head. And I want to go at painting that. I've got the feeling that if it was done on a big size, which might actually be beyond my abilities, it might actually look good. So I think I'm going to try. So, but it's interesting, isn't it, Japan? All these little houses and I don't know, it's a bit of a mishmash, but it's kind of a nice mishmash. Oh look, I think that's biwa fruit. I think my daughter will soon collect them at her school because she's next to a biwa farm. I can't describe what they taste like, something like a small nectarine. But there isn't a lot to eat, so they taste okay, but it's like one bite and they're gone, which, yeah, nothing to really get thrilled about in my opinion, but still, it's quite interesting. Oh yeah. So, yeah, I think we're getting close to the road now, and then that will lead me back to the river. Oh, let's go along this little path. I love all these little paths. It's kind of like adds an element of mystery. And that sounds ridiculous, but I'm 50 now, so what the heck, you know, I can be a romantic fool now. And it doesn't matter if people laugh at you, because when you're 50, it's like, it just doesn't matter, does it? I mean, you're never going to be cool again, and I never was anyway, so so you can just be yourself, hopefully. So anyway, I was rambling there a bit. Oh look, the hydrangeas, don't they look beautiful? I'm not sure we can get that way. Yeah, but I love these little roads and following them and seeing where they go. Often I'm disappointed, but nowadays I know that I'll find something beautiful to paint, and that happened today. But often things go differently to planned, so you really need to have that open mind. I suppose if there's any tips or advice in this video, that's the main tip, which isn't such an amazing tip perhaps, but, and you probably know it anyway, but here you go. So when you go out to paint something, don't get too fixated on one particular subject. I'm not saying you won't paint that, sometimes you do. Recently I went to paint a waterfall and I just had this vision of how it would look on my drone. And the great news is that it actually turned out pretty close to the vision I had. So that does happen. But then you get days like today when I thought I'd be able to get a really nice shot of that shrine on the hill or a good view of the river from there, and I didn't. And oh yeah, I like that old building, that workplace, but I didn't get a really good view of that place, of the river from that place. And then I went to that kind of old place with the houses by the hill, and I took my drone up there. I've only got 3 shots because I've only got 3 batteries, and that was my last battery. And anyway, when it went up and I saw the buildings, it just didn't look that, I couldn't see anything like a good composition. So that was a bit disappointing. And I thought, oh, okay, maybe not today then. I got a car right behind me. I wish they'd have paths in Japan. It'd be a lot safer. But they have no paths. So anyway, I'm back to the busy road, but this will take me to the river. Oh my goodness, it's super dangerous, really, really is. But anyway, when my drone went above the hill, I got that beautiful view of the river. And so you have to be, open-minded and opportunistic, always opportunistic. Wow, look at that. Yeah, I recommend you knock that down. It's not that beautiful, is it? Well, it's not that bad, I guess. The think Japan's lowered my standards about what makes a good building. Well, they do make some good buildings, but there you go. Enough said. And now let's try and find our way back to the river. I know it's on my left somewhere. Oh, but I'm just enjoying this. Oh yeah. There's quite a nice street up there. Okay. So you've certainly seen the back streets of Japan today. But it's a lovely breeze, and it's not too hot. It's got, I don't know, it's just a mild, slight, not cool, but it's refreshing. Oh, look at that. Wow, look at his bicycle up there. Can you see that? Okay. Some people put plant pots on those ledges. This is a country that has earthquakes. Okay. So, I'm not here to criticize, but to paint and beautify. So, oh yeah, I know where I am now. So the river is just here, but I don't know how I'm going to get onto the path. That could be a problem. So, oh, it's a lovely sound, bird sound. So yeah, I think I've got a scene to paint, and if that works out, then you'll be seeing some of these videos. Ooh. And actually, this looks quite interesting. I must admit, I like these buildings. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it reminds me of like Mega City 1 with all those tall buildings, you know. I know they're a lot bigger than that, but there's something about them. They're so kind of powerful. Yeah, can't explain it, but I'll probably paint that one day. And there are the mountains over there, the Misty Mountains, as I call them. And I like these mud things in the middle of the river. I think they're quite interesting. So anyway, I'll go over the bridge, continue with the video, and well, maybe I'll stop here because I haven't got much more else to say, and it's very difficult for me to pedal up this hill with one hand on the handlebars. So, oh, but maybe you might want to see this. Yeah. Oh, it's really refreshing being up here. There's a lovely wind blowing. Look at the sparkle on the river. Yeah. Love that little green bit of island there in the middle of the river with a tree on it. You've seen these little decorations they've done on this bridge? Here we go. Look at this. There you go. I wonder what it would have been like if they'd used stained glass to do that. That might have looked really interesting. It still looks quite good though. Okay, so home is over there. So it might take a few days, but I'm going to have a go and do that painting. And let's see what happens. So that's all. Bye for now.